Hey guys, today we're going to talk about stone-coated steel roofs and the value that they bring. With me today is Glenn Summerlin. Glenn is the rep for Westlake Unified Steel, and this is your #1 product that you represent, right?
Yes, sir.
And Glenn, I know you've been in the roofing business for over 20 years, and have you ever seen a better roofing product than stone-coated steel?
You know, since I've been in the roofing industry so long, I really and truly, this is one of the best kept secrets out there, Jay. I wished I would have known more about the stone-coated steel when I was roofing, because it does, the value you're talking about is a return on your investment. This product was actually going to last you 36 to 50 years.
Okay, let's talk about that value for just a minute. And just for the sake of discussion, let's say an asphalt shingle roof costs $20,000. One of these roofs costs $45,000. Why would a homeowner want to spend $25,000 more for a stone-coated steel when they can get that asphalt roof much cheaper?
Well, if you think about it here, the UVs eat up the shingles pretty much. I mean, you were looking anywhere between 13 and 18 years topped out, you could probably get it out of a shingle roof.
That's right, probably 20 years, 15 to 20 years.
Yep, and if it doesn't get hailed out every 7 years.
If it doesn't get hailed, that's a really important point.
This product right here is made to last 50 plus years, okay? And handle hail up to baseball size. So,
up to baseball size hail? Are you sure about that, Glenn?
So the likelihood of you replacing this roof is getting slimmer and slimmer. That's where the return on that investment that we're talking about.
That means that I probably won't have to file an insurance claim. And you know, the thing I don't like is paying that huge deductible.
Why would we? I mean, my deductible at my home is incredible now.
Yeah, I have a very large deductible on my home. So you think you're very confident that the stone-coated steel will go through these hailstorms and not get totaled out by hail. What if some of these granules that are glued onto the top of the steel, what if these get knocked off? So
we have a repair kit that's approved by our manufacturer that would be covered underneath any warranty repair at that point.
Okay.
Yep, so if a hailstorm come in and knocked a little bit of granules off, we call it a touch-up kit. You come in and you put our epoxy back down and some more granules on it and just move on.
Okay.
So that's a great point too, because honestly and truly, we're not going to have to replace a roof at that point. If it gets damaged enough to replace it, we can replace one panel instead of a complete roof. This is manufactured in the U.S. We buy our steel non-coated at that point. Then it goes through our system. And what we do, we use the same granules as shingles. Okay. We have a bonding system out there, some kind of epoxy that bonds to the metal, and then that way it keeps the granules on there for the 50-year period.
So the granules are glued onto the steel.
That is correct. They're baked on.
What happens if they're baked on? I didn't know that. Where do those granules come from? Can I buy them in a bucket? Or where do they come from?
Yes, sir. So we sell it in a bucket or by what we call a touch-up kit. So if you scratch one or something like that, we could come in there and do an official repair kit and get it repaired from there.
So if one of these panels is hit by a hailstone and it knocks some granules off, I know if it's an asphalt shingle, I can't just glue the granules back on. But on this type of material, you're saying that even a homeowner, can glue the granules back on it?
100%.
And would that still be guaranteed by the manufacturer?
100%.
Okay, so it doesn't affect that at all. Yep. Because that's one of the biggest problems that we have in the area that we live in is hail damage to these roofs. How often do you see hail damage on a stone-coated steel roof?
So I've been repping this for about 8 years now. And out of the 8 years, all the hailstorms that's hit, we've not replaced not one stone-coated steel in this market.
Really?
Not really.
And do people call you out and say, hey, I've got granules knocked off?
Yep.
And you tell them, hey, here's the repair kit?
100%, because the metal is 26 gauge. The 26 gauge doesn't go anywhere. It is a full-blown system as is. The granules is just a covering system that's going to keep it nice and pretty. Okay, so the granules are primarily aesthetic. I believe that this piece of steel right here can go directly to the roof deck, right? That is correct.
My understanding is there's two types of systems. One, you would put wood across and then put the panels on the wood. This one can go directly to the deck.
That is correct.
Okay. What if a customer had one layer of asphalt shingles and they wanted to put this roof right on top of it? Is that possible?
100%. It's an approved process by us. Because we're only 150 pounds of weight, we don't add any more weight to the structure. So most municipalities allow it or will permit it.
Okay, so 150 pounds per 100 square feet, correct?
Yes.
Most asphalt shingles are in the 270 to 300 range, starting at the lighter weight ones. So you're saying that this roof right here is about half the weight of just an asphalt shingle?
Yes, sir.
Now, that's pretty impressive. Yep. So it looks like you have different profiles. So this would be the one that would go directly onto the wood deck. Yep. Yeah, let's grab this one and take a look at it.
So this is the most popular one, Jay. This is our Pinecrest Shake. This is probably 85% of our sales. This is a pretty unique panel here because it can be installed direct to deck or on a batten system.
All right, and it looks very thick.
Yeah.
Here, hold on to this one, Glenn, and let's put the edges of them together. You know what? The thickness looks pretty close to the same. This is going to imitate what? More like a concrete tile or something like that?
It's in between a concrete tile and a shake, like a wood shake. This is what
I'm not sure if most people know what a wood shake is anymore. A cedar shake is a piece of wood that we used to install hundreds of thousands of those roofs, and they have gone away mainly because they get damaged so easily by hail. But also there is a fire danger to them. And alternative products like this certainly replace those cedar shakes. And so I know for many years manufacturers have tried to do profiles that imitate the cedar shake, and that's why it's got those grooves in it, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. So that airspace isn't, you brought that up a few minutes ago. So even when this is installed on the direct to deck or a batten system, it gives you energy efficiency. It actually starts saving the customer and gives a return on investment upwards to almost 20 to 22% savings in their energy bill just by installing this product.
Gotcha. And I just want to make a point of clarification. Direct to deck means that we are installing this directly to the wood on top of the roof. Us roofers, we like to call it the decking, but it is the wood sheathing or that part of the house on top. So it looks like we have a different profile right here. That one looks like kind of like a low profile piece of tile to me.
It is. This is probably our Mediterranean, or it's kind of a little bit of Spanish Mediterranean.
Spanish Mediterranean type. And I bet if you put this in red, a lot of people wouldn't know the difference between 100%. This and a piece of tile. That's very good looking. In this, what color is this one right here?
So this is Harbor Wood. This is one of the unique colors that we have out there that not only do we get the energy efficiency, this is one of our reflective colors. So we get a little bit of reflection out of it when it comes back, and we call that what's that word?
Is that the Energy Star rated type of roof?
Yes.
So this one is Energy Star rated?
Well, so the Energy Star rating has kind of gone away a little bit. And they're getting more into code stuff. They're going to SRIs.
SRIs, gotcha.
Yeah, so they're going more the reflective for the SRI.
Okay.
And it would meet the Denver codes out there if we went into a much larger project.
So this roof is going to be very helpful twofold in keeping a house cool, because number one, when the sun hits it, it's going to bounce off.
That is correct.
And number two, we're going to have a dead air space behind it, so that heat is not directly transferred into the house, right?
Yes, sir.
So I've got another question for you, Glenn. I know that in the mountains, we struggle to find that there's never a perfect roof, but a very good roof. I know that I like the stone-coated steel and asphalt, for that matter, because the snow doesn't slide off it very easy. And that can be a big danger if we have ice and snow coming off of buildings onto people. So we do use snow retention, which look like little triangles on the roof to keep the snow from sliding down. Is that necessary at all with these roofs?
So no, actually it holds just like shingles. So the granulation would hold the snow on the roof for a period of time until you got there. Now, when we get into some of the commercial applications over a doorway or something, you're more than welcome to do that, and we have special, brackets for
So there is snow retention brackets that are made for it.
That is
for high traffic areas. Another thing about this type of roof, because it has this dead air space underneath it, my guess is that ice dams probably don't form on this type of roof as much as some of the other roofs that we install. What have you seen with ice damming?
So ice damming is pretty powerful when it gets up underneath a shingle or something. It can push it up and cause leaks into the wall. Where this right here is because it sits off there and has that airspace, that air acts as a cushion, Jay. I mean, it literally, it can cool down and heat up with the ambient temperature. So the likelihood of this freezing and thawing all the time is pretty much gone at that point. Now, there's certain occasions where we still need to use some of the ice damming wires out there and stuff, just because it's in a certain area. But this product really performs really well for ice damming in the cold weather climates.
Okay, so this looks like a really good mountain roof.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a perfect mountain roof, but I know if I was choosing a roof for my mountain property, this would be one of the lead candidates. And so we've got a couple more profiles down here. I want to take a look at this one specifically, Glenn. Can you tell me about this one? What's this profile called and what's it trying to do?
So this is our barrel style. It's really a Santa Fe or a product
for an Adobe house, maybe around the perimeter or something like that?
100%. You know, this sold really, really well in the Colorado Springs market. There was a lot of concrete tile down there, lightweight. When it was, since this is such a lightweight product, it was very popular for that. So this one here sells more in like Arizona, Florida, things like that. But it is available here in Colorado, and it's a great roofing system.
I'm sure in areas like Santa Fe, New Mexico,
100%.
This is probably the roof of choice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As we wrap up here, Glenn, is there anything else that you would like to tell me about the benefits of putting on a stone-coated steel roof?
So I mean, being here in Colorado, the hail is the number one thing that takes out a roof. I mean, we get our sun, it beats it down, and it can beat down a granulated system down, but it's the hail that comes in here and pounds it. This product is known and proven to have a hail rating over the class 4. It's called VSH, very severe hail. And we stand behind it by putting a 50-year warranty on that. And it is a penetration. Now, an explanation for penetration, that means go through it. You kind of explained a little earlier how you can repair a hailstone hit by just coming in with the granules.
With the granules off.
So this can handle up to baseball-size hail. Like I said, in the last 8 years I've been repping this, I have not seen one replacement of the stone-coated steel.
That's really amazing. So in Colorado, I think that we probably have the most severe climate in the nation
100%.
for roofing material because we're so close to the sun, the high UV, that really takes its toll. Our freeze-thaw cycles, when the ice and the water gets under products or in the cracks, I know that can destroy it. But also the hail. And knowing that this product is so resistant to hail, I think it makes it a very good alternative for anybody thinking about a roofing product. The last point I want to leave everybody with, this has the lowest life cycle cost. That means over 50 years, you're probably looking at 2 to 3 asphalt roofs, just one of these guys. So this will be the least expensive. Glenn, thank you very much. Thank you for coming in today and explaining this to us. If you have any questions, you should give us a call, or you can use our easy online scheduler and pick the day and time that works best for you. Thanks for watching. We look forward to working with you on your project.
Excellent.